Ready, test, 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 1, 2. Checking. This is mic 1, mic 1, test 1, 2. Mic 2, this is mic 2, testing mic 2. Sounds what on this one? Test, this is mic 2, mic 2, mic 2. And now this is mic 1. Okay. No, they shouldn't. It's louder than this one is. Louder. Test 2. This is 2. Testing 1, 2. Test, test, test. This is mic 1. Test 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Let's go Bobcats. Let's go Bobcats. Think they're fine? This is 1. This is 2. This is 2. Checking 2. Okay. How about now? How does 1 sound? This is 1. Testing 1. Testing 1. And 2. Should I turn it up a little bit? Or do they sound the same now? Testing 2. Testing 2. Test 1, 2. Test, test, test. Check 1, 2. 44 minutes remaining until the game starts. This is microphone 2. Microphone 2. Test. And compared to 1, it sounds like garbage or good. Test 1, 2. This is mic number 1. Test, 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 test. Okay, hang on. Alright, this is a little fuzzier on 2, you said? Yeah, so how does this sound now? I turn the, I don't know if it's gain or volume I'm messing with. I'm not messing with the master. The master, if I turn the master up, then how's this sound? Check, 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 1, 2. This is mic 2. Mic 2, testing mic 2. Layup, make, layup. Yeah. Oh, to him up there? Alright, Charlie and I now have the mics on. Let's see. Charlie, just talk to me. We're just going to have a conversation and let Parker test it upstairs.
Okay.
Albany State whooped our ass last time. Hopefully they don't whoop our ass again this time.
This is a pretty good song playing. This is good. Is Albany State, they're good?
Yeah, I guess so. Pretty good. How does this sound, Parker? Turn it up.
This is our first game, isn't it?
Yeah, first home game, yeah. They've had...
Played before this?
Yeah, they've had... I don't know how many. Let me see. We're 1-4. Not too good out of conference. Sitting at the bottom of the PVC standings. Test, test, test. Testing. Tom is on mic 1. Charlie is on mic 2. Test 1, 2. Test, test, test. If I turn the master volume up, it's getting louder, louder, louder. What do you think? Okay.
Good.
Alright. I did it a little bit. We'll just test it again when Scott gets here. I need to hook up another headset. His wife's gonna listen. Yeah, his wife is like his commissioner. You know what? Max, or I have chili. You can have some. Yeah.
I'm Scott McLeod. We appreciate you joining us tonight from Centennial Center. Two teams off to a struggling start for the 2019-2020 campaigns. The Bobcats come in just 1-4 with their first home game of the season. Albany State is 1-5 on the campaign, but that one win was against the Georgia College Bobcats, 62-41 last Wednesday down in Albany. Bobcats were held to just 6 points in the third quarter, while ASU racked up 23 points in that third frame after a 25-25 all tie at halftime. Bobcats shot just 24% from field goal range and 11% from downtown. They out-rebounded the Rams by just one, 43-42. Had 16 turnovers in the ball game compared to 13 for Albany State. So Georgia College not getting a whole lot of scoring on the season to this point, and would like to improve on that in this rematch ball game against the Golden Rams. Georgia College averaging 55.2 points a contest. Opponents have racked up 69.2 points per contest the first 5 ball games of the season against the Georgia College squad. So GC trying to get off the schneid a little bit under first-year head coach Ross Jolly, as the new man coming in, the graduate of Chattanooga back in 2011. This is his first head coaching job. He takes over for Maury Smith. Mo Smith leaving after 9 years to go down to conference foe Flagler, and they are off to a bit of a rough start as well. So a new man at the helm. He's joined by Jordan Kiles as his assistant coach. Graduate assistant coach is Sydney Cleveland, the former sharpshooter for the Bobcat women here at Centennial and throughout the course of her 4-year career at Georgia College. So the Bobcats shooting just 35% from the floor. They've given up about 48% shooting to their opponents and hitting just 25% of the three-point shots, 21 of 83, while opponents are hitting 38%. Georgia College with 37 turnovers. It's 82 turnovers in the first 5 ball games. So that's not something that Coach Jolly is very pleased about. So they are hoping to bounce back here tonight with a big win over the Rams, the Golden Rams of Albany State. They aren't scoring a whole lot of points either, as I would imagine those 62 points against the Bobcats were reflective of they are averaging just under 64 a ball game, but giving up 72 a contest. The Golden Rams shooting 36.5%, giving up nearly 40% from the floor. And in three-point shooting, Golden Rams are just under 25%, similar to the Bobcats. And they are holding opponents to just 23% from long range on the season. They have had 103 turnovers per contest, and that averages out to about 21 a ball game. So they are hoping to cut down on the mistakes as well. Well, let's check that and make it 17 turnovers a contest for the Albany State Golden Rams. GC had a bunch of players score just 5 points each. Harper Vick had 5 against Albany State, 5 for newcomer LaShundria Mallard. 5 points also for Kiana Wesley. J.C. Bowen off the bench led the Bobcats in scoring with 8 points, and Sarah Plemons chipped in with 6 off the bench as well in that 62-41 loss last Wednesday. Albany State was led in scoring in that ball game by Alexandria James. She's their leading scorer overall at 16.8 points a contest. She had 15 against the Bobcats last week. First home game of the season for the Bobcat women, as they will crank it up here against the Albany State Golden Rams. And we'll get the starting lineups to you in just a little bit after we have the national anthem as well, and another special presentation before we start tonight's ball game. Georgia College against Albany State, Division II basketball. Thank you for joining us tonight from the Centennial Center. Hope it's a good one for you as we get you set just before the Thanksgiving break here on the campus of Georgia College. Greg Stevens is our public address announcer. Let's get the public presentation.
Faculty here at Georgia College. Dr. Hasika Mahabaduge. Dr. Mahabaduge is one of 18 educators statewide that have been selected as a 2019-2020 Governor's Teaching Fellow. Throughout the year, he will work with his cohort to improve course objectives, educational technology, and the future of education. Congratulations again to Dr. Mahabaduge. We cannot wait to see how your fellowship has an impact on our campus, and thank you as well for your support of Bobcat basketball today. The Peachville Conference promotes good sportsmanship.
And we'll have one more special presentation coming up in just a little bit as well as we get ready to tip this one off.
Okay, basketball fans, before we get the game started, I take every contest, the first contest of the year. This is our first home game of the year for Georgia College basketball, and we want to recognize a special individual that we lost a few years ago. Her name is Puckett. She was a valuable member of the Georgia College campus. She worked in housing and over in compliance, multiple different areas of campus. She actually even coached our cross-country team for a couple of years. Ms. Eve, I think, had about 6 or 7 degrees from Georgia College. I mean, she was a very special individual. If you had the opportunity to meet Eve, then you know what I'm talking about. We lost Eve a few years ago. I'd like to take the first game of the year because he was very involved with our athletic program, and I do have a memorial of sorts for her over there. She did our statistics, so I have a laptop set up and a notepad and pen and her very special Diet Coke. Got to make sure you have a nice still Diet Coke for Eve Bucket. Now, Eve wouldn't want a moment of silence or anything silly like that. How about a round of applause for my good friend Eve Bucket? Thanks for indulging me, guys. First game of the year, we do this every year. Appreciate it.
Good evening, welcome to the Centennial Center, home of your Georgia College Bobcats. Today's game is a non-conference contest between the Albany State University Golden Rams and your Georgia College Bobcats. Before we meet our starting lineups, we ask that you please rise as we honor America with the playing of the national anthem.
And there's your national anthem as we get set for hoops action tonight at Centennial. Time to meet the starting lineups. First of all, for the Golden Rams of Albany State under Coach Robert Skinner, they will start at one guard, Yolanda Gibbons, junior 5'3" guard from Columbus, Georgia. Another guard from Notasulga, Alabama, Alexandria James, their leading scorer, 5'6", a senior. Starting another guard is Sierra Norman from Lincolnton and Lincoln County High School, 5'3" senior guard, averaging 11.4 points a contest. And up front for the Golden Rams of Albany State, it's Tyra Thompson, 5'9" senior forward from Athens and Clark Central High, and Brianna Wilson, a junior, 5'9", forward from Augusta and Josie High School. Now for the Bobcats under Coach Ross Jolly in his first year with the program. Starting at guard, Harper Vick, 5'8" sophomore from Marietta. Leading scorer for GC now at 10.4 points a contest, 1.8 rebounds a ball game. And we've gone to the dim the lights mode. We'll find out who the other starters are after we get some light on the subject. At forward, number 2, Dale Attaway, the senior from Tifton at Tift County High School, 1.6 points, 4.4 rebounds a ball game. Another forward from Perry High School in Perry, Georgia, 6'1" junior, LaShandria Mallard, averaging 7.2 points and 6 rebounds a contest. She's the leading rebounder for Georgia College. Kenyatta Starnes will start at guard, 5'6" redshirt junior from Alpharetta, from Forsyth County High School. Just a little over a point and a rebound a ball game so far. And Kiana Wesley will round out the 5 for Ross Jolly, 5'6" redshirt junior guard from Pearson, Georgia, out of Atkinson High School. She's averaging 8.8 points a contest and 2 rebounds a ball game. So those are your starters for tonight. As we get set for basketball, Bobcats, as you can see, are dressed out in the home whites for the first time this season. Traveling grays for the Albany State Golden Rams. Royal blue numbers trimmed in gold. GC will head toward the north goal as we look at them from right here at the scores table midcourt, right to left. So again, for Albany State, it's Gibbons, James, Thompson, Wilson, and Norman. For the Bobcats, Vick, Mallard, Storms, Wesley, and Attaway. Tip is up, and it is controlled by Georgia College, and the Bobcats will get it going as KK runs it across the walks it across the timeline, backs it up, looks for the play call from Coach Jolly. Bobcats open up with a 3-out look. Vick to left side to Dale Attaway. Back to Vick straight away. Drives, kicks it off right side. Storms for 3. It's a glass ball. And rebound falls into James's hands. On the break left side. Back to the top to James. She'll pull it out. This is Sierra Norman out of Lincolnton. As the play clock dwindles down to 14. Up top now to Gibbons. Loops it back outside with 8 to shoot. Back around the right side. And a 3-pointer away by Norman doesn't fall. Long rebound by Harper Vick. Harper stop and go. Has the ball poked out of her hands from behind. And it's out of bounds to the Bobcats at the north baseline. Just right of the basket. Storms to put it in bounds. Delivers it off the right side of the lane to Dale Attaway. Attaway up too strong. Nice rebound by GC's Mallard. Mallard will take the shot and miss it off the rim. And it's cleared by Albany State's. Back up top now to Alexandria James. Sierra Norman around the top of the perimeter. Not much to talk about the first minute and a half. Shot up and good as the Golden Rams get first blood here on the basket by Norman. We welcome you, Wendell. I guess your mic's not on.
How about now?
There you go. I had the wrong mic turned on.
You can hear me?
Yeah, you can't hear me.
There we go.
You
Now I
go.
can hear you.
All
yeah.
right.
Well, let's see. Our issue down there was shooting. And, we really struggled from the 3 down there. We were 3 for 28.
Yeah.
Defense was good
Whoa.
enough. And as they hit a 3. So we missed one, they hit one. And like anything, Scott, I mean, putting the ball in the hole really is the biggest difference.
Thompson got that triple. That's her 4th and 14 tries on the year. And it's a 5-0 lead for ASU. That has been a struggle for the Bobcats, just shooting so far this season.
Yeah, you know, the men down there the other night struggled as well. You know, again, you got to be able to put the ball in the hole. Let's see if we can get something right here. Get a layup
3
there.
seconds. Drive is no good. Wesley couldn't get it to go, but she got the rebound. Kick it back out to Vic and get it back again. 3-pointer away. It's off the back iron. But there's Attaway with a rebound. Has to clear it back outside to reset for GC.
Good hustle by Dale Attaway, our only senior, Scott.
Yes, indeed. There's a lot of promise here, and she gets pounded as she tried to drive it in. And first foul of the ball game going against the visitors, the Albany State Golden Rams, who own that early 5-0 lead.
Dale's one of my favorites. She's always upbeat, always positive, and played for Julie Rutland.
Yep. Now Julie Connor, right?
And she's just from down in Tifton. She's a hard worker.
Julie, of course, former Lady Colonial back in the day. Dale now 2 for 3 at the free throw line on the season. She'll try it once more at that north end. And the Bobcats are on the board. So GC trails by 4. They hurry it down the floor to these Golden Rams. It's James deep on the right side. Cross-court pass on the wing to Gibbons. They'll post it up off the side of the lane. Get it in the baseline, rolling, and it's tipped out of bounds off a Bobcat. Well, Coach Jolly has had to deal with players that Mo brought in, obviously. He didn't really have any time to bring in his own troops, so how has he been able to adjust his method of basketball so far, Wendell?
And I think that's, you know, we hired Ross and another three-pointer there. Scott, I believe that's the second one she hit, isn't it?
Yep, that's Thompson again.
Yeah. Well, both of those look really, really good there. Just 8-1 now. Yeah, Ross got hired. Well, shoot, was about to start a school.
Yeah, you were close to it, weren't you?
Yeah, I think school had just basically was getting ready to start. So, you know, with anything along those lines, trying to, you have to adjust to the whatever team that you have. So let's say if your format is playing a certain way and maybe you don't have the team that wants to do that, then you still have to adjust to that. So interesting to see, but I know he loves their work ethic and really enjoys coaching them every day.
Vic from the left baseline, a little strong, and a rebound taken on the weak side by Wilson. So the Bobcats find themselves down by 7 with 6 minutes to go, first quarter. Thompson, she's going to line up a triple again. It's in and out that time.
Boy, she doesn't hesitate. Good shooter. I mean, that was on the mark as well.
Yeah, and she pulled the trigger in a hurry, you're right. Right side go the Bobcats. Down low to Attaway. Turnaround hook is good.
Nice left hand right there.
Use that weak offhand and able to knock it in, get the first basket for the Bobcats. She has all 3 of the GC points thus far. As we played 4.5 minutes, they'll go along the right side, back up top. Ball fake, driving, shooting off balance. And a rebound taken by GC Storms. Got a man open down the floor, but couldn't find her. Storms going to hustle it down, and she's fouled as she went in for the layup. So KK will be at the free throw line here in a second.
KK was part of our women's leadership luncheon. Dr. Joe Samproni makes sure that we do that every year, has set that up, and we have 12 of our student athletes, 2 from each team on the women's, have a luncheon with the president and the female leadership of the university. It's one of the best things we've done, and KK was there, and she makes her first one. One of the things I talk about her is her attitude is always so good. She's always smiling, and she's just a delight to have.
1 for 2 at the line for Storms, and she's now 2 for 4 at the free throw line for the season. Bobcats check in freshman J.C. Bowen, freshman from Homer and Banks County High, and there's a rolling layup in. Gibbons knocks it down off the glass, and it's a 10-4 lead for Albany State.
Scott, I am going to go do a presentation with one Libby Bokniak here, who made academic all-district with volleyball.
Okay, well, enjoy that.
So it's going to be here at the next time out, so I'll see you back in just a minute.
Okay, thanks, Wendell. Jumper away by Vic. The three-pointer won't fall. They get a big rebound as they've made a change up front. Number 24 has come in. That's Camille Smith, the junior from Warner Robins. She got that board. Off the right wing, Smith back at the free throw line. Jumper is blocked. Mallard got the block, and she's going to take it to the rack, and a charging foul called. A little bit out of control for LaChandria. And that will do it for the first 5 minutes and 42 seconds. Bobcats trail 10-4, and we'll be back right after this on the Bobcat Broadcast Network. Back in Centennial, 10-4. The Bobcats trail by 6. A little over 4 minutes to go in the first quarter. I guess we'll get that presentation at the next opportunity, right? Hey, you're doing a fine job out there, though.
Well, happened so fast you couldn't even see me run out there. Libby's just a fantastic volleyball player and a straight-A student.
Can't ask for much
That's
better.
right.
Across the top of the circle is Thompson. She's already ringed up a couple of three-pointers. They float underneath the basket, and a foul called on GC. I think Harper Vick got a little too close, stayed with her too tightly. First foul on Vick, second on the team, so the team fouls even at 2. And that will put Sierra Norman to the line out of Lincolnton.
Is that Vic's second foul as well, you
First
said?
one.
Oh, first.
one,
Okay,
yeah.
okay. All right.
They had the offensive on Mallard before the break. Norman, 11 of 15 at the line, missed that one. And we'll get a sub coming in. I don't know why they didn't whistle the sub in yet.
I'm not sure either, Scott.
Rebound by Anaya Cohn, a freshman from Douglasville and New Manchester High School. KK gets it to Cohn. Free throw line jumper, good. Yeah, there's a bright spot right there. Cohn comes in, averaging 5 points a ball game, and got her first shot.
Very nice. Will looked in a good rhythm there. Good pass, good shot.
Driving, kicking, baseline jumper for 3 is in and out, spins away, and rebound taken by Bowen. She'll get it off to Kenyatta Storms. Left corner, driving is nice shot by Kiana Wesley. Key knocked that one off the glass. Beautiful drive. And the Bobcats are back within 2, closest they've been since the start of the ball game. And offensive foul called. Off the side of the lane, it looked like.
Yeah, good momentum now. We've got 2 in a row. They've had a turnover. I want to go back to that free throw, the substitution. I'm not, I thought, was there 3 shots or something?
Yeah, but she was laying it up.
In fact, we buzzed.
Yeah. And then neither one of the 3.
So I'm not sure what happened.
I don't know what happened. No, you can't come in. We're not allowing that. But now we do get a change as Kristen Copeland, the junior from Gainesville and Lakeview Academy, will bring it up. Back to the top of the circle to Wesley. Down to Bowen. Bowen took her eye off it and hit the top of her shoe, I think. A held ball called, and it'll go to Albany State. So the Golden Rams will try to add to their 2-point advantage here with just under 3 minutes to go. First quarter. Both teams looking for their second win of the season. Norman delivers it right side. Up top now to James. Long cross-court pass. In the middle of the paint, they go to Smith. Smith has the ball poked away. Nice job by Wesley. She'll lob it ahead. Bowen, back right side. Had to put it on the floor to Carolyn Wysocki. Great off the bench for Ross Jolly in the early going of this season. Turnaround jumper is a little too strong by Cohn. And a rebound taken by Albany State.
I did like our patience down there on offense. Ended up getting the ball inside. Couldn't convert.
Got a lot of youngsters out there right now, Wendell. Jumper away for 3. That's their third three-pointer so far. And the lead blossoms to 5. Bobcats had a 4-0 run prior to that basket to get back within 2.
So 9 of their 13 are from the three-point line.
Yes, sir. Wesley delivers it left side. They'll post it up, get it right side. Wysocki's going to launch a long 2, and it won't go. Nice offensive rebound, though. Bowen puts it up, missed it. She took it out away from the basket. You'd like to see the big girl take it maybe straight up if she can.
Yeah, I will say I like our effort. We're very active.
Yeah.
We're very active. We have several offensive rebounds. We're making the extra pass. We'll see what our shooting percentage is here at the end of the first half. And things have sort of settled in. Just they're doing well from the three-point line right now, and we're not.
Albany State with 80 seconds to go leads by 5. Right side 3 is down the well. That's Alexandria James' first 3 ball. She's got 9 on the season, and the lead is doubled on the board now at 16-8.
Scott, I'd say they're 4 or 5 or 4 or 6 from the 3 if I had to guess.
Yeah, I think you're correct there, Wendell. It doesn't look like they are missing right now at Centennial. Air ball put up by Wesley for 3, and a rebound barely on the baseline.
Yeah.
Out of bounds to Albany.
Good effort to try to save it, hit it on the way back in.
Golden Rams come to the south end. Final 50 seconds of the quarter. Back up top now to James. Lobs it. Sierra Norman, turnaround jumper, doesn't go. Rebound batted around, and Cohn secures it. Ahead to Copeland, and that one's out of bounds off a Golden Ram. So GC maintains possession with 25. They'll reset the shot clock.
I want to say hello to my good friend Tony Duckworth, who has just accepted the Albany State Athletic Director's job.
Wow.
Tony was out in Oklahoma and is a Macon native, so he's coming back to Georgia. Starts in January, so he and I touched base the other day. So glad to have him back in the Peach State.
Indeed so. I'm sure he's back to be back at the Peach State, too.
Yeah.
He will be.
You know, Albany State is a member, an affiliate member in women's soccer.
Right.
So we actually play them in almost everything, I think.
I think you're right.
Baseball, softball, volleyball. I know we play them in basketball every year, so really a good trip for us, about 2.5 hours.
Cohn, free throw line jumper. It won't go. Rattled off the rim. They'll clear it, push it ahead. Shot clock is off. Try to build on an 8-point lead here.
Yeah,
and a traveling, yep.
Scott, are you up to date on the shot clock rules this year? A little bit of a change.
Thank you.
It's on an offensive rebound, it gets set to 20 now.
Really?
In the women's game, yes.
Okay.
That's a new rule this year. I don't believe that's a men's rule, is it? I don't think so. But it gets reset to 20.
Okay.
Again, speed of play is kind of where we're trying to go with that nationally.
Bobcats final 12 seconds. Vic dumps it, trying to get it down inside as Mallard came back in off the bench. Out of bounds, held ball, and the arrow favors GC with 5.8 to go. So the Bobcats will get one last crack at it here in the first quarter. It'll be Copeland to trigger it. Left side, quick jumper by Cohn doesn't go, and they'll get the rebound. Midcourt shot just beyond midcourt, and it's incomplete and no good. So 16-8, Albany State on top at the end of one, and we'll be back with the second quarter play right after these messages on the Bobcat Broadcast Network. So Libby gets her award from the gentleman to my right.
Yes.
You got it done.
First player last year to ever get it. Now the first player to be back-to-back. And she will be back-to-back-to-back, I assure you. 'Cause she will leave here as the best all-around player we've ever had. I think most people would tell you that's probably her already.
Driving layup is no good, but a foul in front. There'll be 2 shots at the line as Mallard gets tagged with her second foul.
In fact, Scott, I am on a rules advisory committee for women's basketball, and one of the rules that is being tossed around next year is the extension of the three-point line, which I believe goes into effect for the men next year.
Okay.
So we'll have to do some painting regardless.
Right. Are they going to extend the women's?
Don't know yet.
Okay.
That's up for debate this year. Some discussion about that.
1 of 2 at the free throw line for James.
Let's see how we handle this full court pressure.
Oh,
here.
my goodness. They could slap the double team trap on us and break it quickly. Get it ahead to Wysocki. She's double teamed in the corner. Ball knocked away. Save from going out of bounds, and a nice save to Wilson. Wilson fires it down the floor. Drives, shoots, won't get it. And a rebound taken by Mallard. And we've got a foul at that end on Alexandria James. Said that was Mallard's second foul. It was a charge to Copeland instead. So Copeland, Mallard, and Vick all with a foul for GC.
And again, in the women's game, the fouls reset every quarter.
Right.
And I really wish the men would go, college men's basketball is the only one banks are open tonight, Scott.
There you go. It's late and Millie, but Dale Attaway used the glass.
Banks are open until 6 o'clock, I believe, or whatever time it is.
That's
right
what
now.
it seems like, yep. Now we'll say 7. Why not? Yeah, it's almost 6. And GC forces a bad shot. Attaway with a rebound off to Copeland. Chris going to drive, dish it off to Harper. Harper in the lane and couldn't finish. Tipped out of bounds. Good move to get inside there and got the layup, but couldn't quite knock it home.
Yeah, Harper's got some good ball skills. Has had some big games for us last year, already this year. She's going to be a good player for us.
Remember last year she was beat up a little bit toward the end of the year. She didn't play a whole lot.
Yep.
Right side and a foul. Oh, my goodness. I think that was a little anticipatory by the lady with the stripe.
Yeah, I think we thought it might be a held ball situation there.
Apparently got the wrist or the arm, and Copeland gets her second foul and will come out as Kenyatta Storms replaces her. And it will be Brianna Wilson at the free throw line. First home game of the season for the Bobcat women. The men will wait until next month before they get home. Wow.
That may be Flagler. Which,
yeah, it will be
I
Flagler.
think we're going to move that actually to an afternoon game.
Okay.
Working right now. Pressure
Stolen away, yeah. The pressure threw it away, and Shumper by James doesn't go, and a foul on the ensuing rebound as Attaway got hit. That is 2 on James.
So they'll back that pressure off there. That's 2 fouls they've had for them about 90 feet away. You never want to do that,
Yep. Yep. Storms drives, kicks it back up to Wysocki. Wysocki dribbles, gets it off down to Attaway now on the pass. Shot up no good. Nice job by Mallard to keep it alive. Back to Wysocki. Left side, Storms, 3-ball goes. Kenyatta Storms hits her second three-pointer in 4 tries on the year. And GC back within 6.
I believe that's our first 3 of the night.
It is.
Okay. Maybe that'll be a sign of things to come.
Nice denying of the entry pass by Mallard inside. Like to see the little over 26 minutes of ball game. Here's Storms bringing it to the north end. Back up top to Wesley. Key to Harper Vick. 3. Rebound on a weak side. They'll bring it up the floor in a hurry. Get it right side, going into the paint. And the floater won't go by Wilson. GC corrals it. Storms, left corner. Wesley for 3. Man, she got that one to go. That's 6 on the season for Kiana Wesley, and GC back within a point.
Well, when you're making shots, it just sort of changes the momentum, and you just got so much more confidence. We'll get another stop here, Scott. We could take the lead right here.
That could have been from the new men's three-point line on the shot, and they out of bounds, but I think a foul called.
See if that's going to be, yep, shooting. Now, here's a question, and I don't know the answer. I'm going to have to ask one of the officials. On the reset, when it goes to 20, so if you get an offensive rebound with 8 seconds left on the shot clock, 30, it goes to 20. If you get an offensive rebound with 25 seconds left on the shot clock, I believe it still goes to 20. Yeah, so
Okay.
I think you actually lose time there.
That's kind of strange.
I don't know. I'm curious to see it as
Yeah.
Harper ties this thing up. I believe it's the first time since it was 0-0, Scott.
85% free throw shooter can give the Bobcats the first lead and settles in there. And Harper Vick gives the Cats a 1-point cushion. So the Bobcats coming off the deck after trailing by 8 points. Jumper away, and she pounded that down. That's Kaylin Milner, her 4th. That was a 2-point basket, excuse me. Georgia College had run off a 7-0 run before that hoop.
Yeah, she was just inside that line there.
Storms, right side to Wesley. Key drives, and a
But
had 7 against us down there in
Okay.
Albany.
Really?
Two shots anyway. Bobcats trail by just a couple. They were down by 8 points early in this first quarter at 16-8 at the end of the first quarter. Then down by 7. Actually, they were down by 11 points at the start of quarter number 2. So they rallied back within 2. And GC will put Cone and Storms along with Vic, Mallard, and Wesley out there. Going up, they changed into a zone, Wendell?
Yep. Played us all zone down there in the second half. And I expect that tonight because we just shot the ball so poorly down there.
Right. Mallard with the miss, and Albany State bring it to the south end again. Norman around the left perimeter. They get it in Thompson's hands. Thompson picked up by Cone. Back to the free throw line area. Ball tipped away by Vic. Nice job. Good hands. Mallard secures it. Now Storms. Left side we go again. Three-pointer by Wesley. No.
Scott, I like our defense. Kind of watching our off-the-ball defense as the rebound there. See if we can get up. But I like a lot of the things we're doing.
Harper Vic wanted to take it to the big girl, Thompson, but Thompson kind of took a step in toward her and forced her to take an awkward shot, and it goes out of bounds to Albany.
And I like number 10 for us there, freshman. Where is she out of?
Douglasville and New Manchester.
Yes.
Anya. See, we got the change for GC as Wysocki comes in for Vic. Harper had been the point guard at the start of her career as a freshman. Now moving more to a shooting guard. Thompson going to launch a long two, but it doesn't go this time, and Storm grabs it for GC. Down to 3 minutes to go. GC only down by 2 after trailing by 11.
Good high-low look right there. Again, our ball movement's good.
Ball knocked away and an entry pass saved before it went on the baseline. Quickly ahead to Gibbons. I'm sorry, they trailed by 9. Yeah, 17-8 at the start of the second quarter. Lob it low, catching and traveling. Yep, nice double team pressure. Wysocki came up on the baseline to force the mistake.
And then we rotated off the ball. So I really like mechanically and fundamentally, we're just doing some great things out there.
Smart defense.
Yeah, and I'm curious to see what our numbers look like just from the shooting percentages here at the half.
Storms walks it to midcourt. KK gets Cone to move down. Back up top to Harper. Gonna drive in, and it's blocked away. Almost got the finger roll to get up, but they got blocked. It was about chest high almost. Ball knocked away, recovered by Cone. Cone wants to take it one-on-one, and she'll roll it in.
Yeah,
that's past Thompson.
Yeah, she's going to be good. That's a good play right there.
Harper Vic made a nice defensive move to make her miss, and we're tied at 23 with a chance to take the second lead of the night. Harper explodes to the basket, and the ball tipped out of bounds out of her hands.
Harper's getting to the basket, hasn't been able to finish yet, but I want to go back to Cone's steal right there. Took that ball all the way down with pressure on her and made it. A nice play.
5'10" freshman.
Yeah.
You don't expect the bigger girls to bring it down the floor like that.
Yeah,
She did a good job.
Probably not used to handling the ball a whole lot as an inside player.
Harper's long shot won't go. GC had a chance to take the lead again. Unfortunately, 2 shots wouldn't fall. Givens out front, the junior from Columbus. Behind the back dribble, going to take it to the right wing. Now bring it back up top. Left side to Thompson. Thompson driving, shooting, missing, and an offensive foul called on her. That'll be her first foul of the night.
Good job there. Always in a good position there. Anytime you get a charge, coach is always happy.
You bet. Stacy Bowen returns for Anaya Cohn, with 1:10 to play. GC another crack at taking an advantage. Wysocki tried to drop it off, knocked away, recovered. Here is Harper, short. Faison got the rebound as she's on the floor for the first time tonight for the Golden Rams. Coach Skinner's used his entire bench, it looks like, already. Working left baseline is Norman, and Wysocki forced it out of bounds. Off Wysocki, but a good job by Caroline.
Talking about Coach Skinner, he's been there a long time, Scott.
Yes,
and
sir.
A outstanding person. We love having him on campus. Has coached volleyball, softball, and is now just settled into basketball here.
Well, that takes some talent to be able to coach all those at the collegiate level. Final 40 seconds of the first half. Milner and an offensive foul off the basketball. And that'll be charged to Faison, I believe, the freshman from Aurora, Colorado.
So we're going to get the last shot. Now, there will be 2 seconds, so we're probably going to shoot it somewhere in the 6-second area, I would bet. So that means Albany State's going to have one more possession. So we got to make sure they don't convert if we don't. Either way here, let's see what we do here. So we want to, and the possession goes to us, so it'll be our ball to start the second half. So we're going to probably shoot this thing with about 6 seconds left.
Everybody spreads the floor now for Storms. Storms working on Gibbons. Drives to the top of the circle, picks up the dribble. Backdoor pass to Vick. Outside, three-pointer away, and Bowen missed it, but a rebound and a foul on the rebound as Wysocki climbed the back of one of the Golden Rams. So we'll give them the ball with 4 seconds to go.
Now, so we again, here's where we get. We got to make sure we don't give up a basket here, Scott.
Driving and shot up, missed it, and didn't give up the basket, Wendell.
That was good. That was that 4.2 seconds, and they got the ball at half court, so that seemed like a lifetime.
Yep.
And got a good look at it, but good job there of not fouling, putting him on the line. All things said, Scott, we start the way we finished the way we started, tied up.
There you go, 23-all. Bobcats battle back from a 9-point deficit at the start of the second quarter to lock up the ball game here at 23. And we'll be back about 5 minutes before the start of quarter number 3 to give you some halftime comments and maybe some stats if we can get them. So we'll step away for this break and be back with you in a few minutes here on the Bobcat Broadcast Network.
You uncomfortable. Up those grades, son, or the only position you'll be playing in college is sitting on me. You're still awake? Have a seat on old Mr. Bench. At least your buns will fall asleep.
Is this the one about the high school hotshot who gets benched in college?
Hey, man, T, move down.
It's a tearjerker!
We often get the question who supports 89 championships and more than 1,100 member schools that give $2.7 billion in scholarships each year. Look around you. There are more than 450,000 student athletes competing every year, succeeding on the field, in the classroom, and in life. Bottom line, we put our money where our mission is.
be just as important to you as what you did as a player. As long as you know that you made the effort to do the best of which you're capable, there's no failure. Success on 3.
There are over 400,000 NCAA student athletes. And just about all of us will be going pro in something other than sports.
Georgia College is very good about making that community, making the connection with other people, and you can be in a class with somebody for a semester, for years, and know them a little bit. You go on one of these trips, an overnight backpacking trip or just a day canoe trip, and you're gonna get to know them a lot better, connect on a lot deeper level. Even though we do learn some technical skills out here, we do see some pretty cool things. I think it's really about just getting out here and experiencing it with other people.
It's a hidden treasure of GCSU, I would say. A lot of the students don't really know that we have it there, but it's amazing. I love the Outdoor Center. I fell in love.
When I was applying to different graduate programs, Georgia College was actually the first to contact me, and I was able to speak to the program coordinator directly. We were able to sort of build a rapport then, and through that I felt very comfortable about coming here. Even though I'd never been to the South, coming from Michigan, I still felt like there was a welcoming atmosphere.
When you start thinking about learning, it's really not a destination as much as it is a journey. And when we started out as undergrads, we really didn't know what we wanted to do when we grew up. An undergraduate really kind of gives you that foundation you can build on. And what we try to do is have our students become lifelong learners and to go ahead and prepare themselves for a very dynamic world that they're going to live in.
Change is constant. Technologies, careers, society. Georgia College is not about landing your first job. It's about preparing for success in a changing world. From the moment you step on campus, you have an immediate sense of belonging. At Georgia College, learning takes place all around us. Our students are critical thinkers, ready to graduate into a complex world. Georgia College, your public liberal arts university. Technologies, careers, society. It is impossible to predict the future. The jobs of tomorrow may not even exist today. At Georgia College, you will learn to be a critical thinker, to develop new ideas and out-of-the-box solutions, because those are the kind of lifelong skills you'll need in a rapidly changing world. The way we see it, it's not really about what you know. It's about how you think. Georgia College, your public liberal arts university.
Hey, Banks. Have a seat and let me make you uncomfortable. Up those grades, son, or the only position you'll be playing in college is sitting on me. You're still awake? Have a seat on old Mr. Bench. At least your buns will fall asleep.
Is this the one about the high school hotshot who gets benched in college?
Hey, man, T, move down.
It's a tearjerker!
We often get the question, where does the money go? More than 90% of NCAA revenue supports 89 championships and more than 1,100 member schools that give $2.7 billion in scholarships each year. Look around you. There are more than 450,000 student athletes competing every year, succeeding on the field, in the classroom, and in life. Bottom line, we put our money where our mission is.
What you've gained as a student will be just as important to you as what you did as a player. As long as you know that you made the effort to do the best of which you're capable, there's no failure. Success on 3.
There are over 400,000 NCAA student athletes. And just about all of us will be going pro in something other than sports.
Georgia College is very good about making that community, making the connection with other people, and you can be in a class with somebody for a semester for years and know them a little bit. You go on one of these trips, an overnight backpacking trip or just a day canoe trip, and you're gonna get to know them a lot better, connect on a lot deeper level. Even though we do learn some technical skills out here, we do see some pretty cool things, I think it's really about just getting out here and experiencing it with other people.
It's a hidden treasure of GCSU, I would say. A lot of the students don't really know that we have it there, but it's amazing. I love the Outdoor Center. I fell in love.
Back with you at Centennial Center. The Bobcats are tied up in the Albany State Ball Rights. We all have relations with our state programs. That's why you're not seeing it. I see right now. Bobcat women with good hustle. Defensive and especially defensively.
Excellent. Yeah, well, I think we're really doing a great job. Again, let me apologize to our viewers for the live stats. We're breaking in a new program.
Right.
So we switched over to a new model this year, so I haven't got all the kinks out, but we'll get that up for you ASAP. But neither team's shooting great. I have been very pleased with the shots we've been getting. We just haven't been able to convert. I believe we did make 2 threes, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe a third one, but I think it was 2, Scott. But very pleased again to be at 23 all. I think our defense has held good. You hold somebody to 23 points at home, you feel like you ought to be in a pretty good spot, and we are. You feel like we'd score more than 23. Now remember, we only scored 41 down there
right.
a couple weeks ago,
yep.
And they had somewhere in the 50s. I don't recall exactly. But all in all, again, we're tied up. That's the way we started, tied up. So as long as we crush them by 1 at the buzzer, Scott.
There you go.
That's all we're looking for.
That's all you need to do is get 1 more point than they've got, right? That's the whole idea. Doesn't matter if you win by 100 or 1.
That's right. You had talked about home games. I think so. This year in the conference, we are going to a 20-game schedule. So that means you'll play everybody twice, but 2 teams only once.
Okay.
I think we're going back to a 22-team round robin. So we don't have a lot of home games, and,
sure.
and normally you don't have those until after Christmas anyway. We typically play in a tournament or something on both sides ahead of time. So, but we look forward to having everyone out. Once after Thanksgiving, I believe we have 2 home games between then and the break, and January, February, we're primarily at home.
Exactly, and we got some conference games. I think those 2 games are conference games.
Yes, I believe it's Flagler here, and then at Clayton State, which Flagler will be the Mo Smith back to town, and look forward to hosting Mo and his family. I'm sure they'll probably be up and do their Christmas gathering with their families while they're here and all that.
You bet.
So, looking to see if we have some written stats, but we're trying to, again, work out the kinks there. But the main thing you need to know is it's 23-23 right now with as we get ready for our second half action. Do want to welcome Coach Jolly tonight for his home opener. And Jordan Kyle is assistant, and Sydney Cleveland over there on the sidelines. Have two Clevelands over there, Sydney
That's right.
And Sadie.
And I see that Sadie and we've also got another player who is not dressed tonight, Cassidy Markle. Do you know anything about?
Yep. Both of them are nursing injuries, and doesn't look like they're going to be able to play this year. Cassidy, both of those played key roles for us last year, actually. So we're a little short over there on the sidelines tonight without those two, and that appears that's going to be that way for the rest of the year. Both very skilled players. But do want to welcome Coach Jolly. Ross is just a fantastic human being. I said this at the press conference. The first thing everybody, when I checked around on him last year, was his ethical standards are beyond reproach, and just an ultimate team player. And Scott, I will tell you that is everybody I talked to was very, very accurate. He is fit right in with our staff. Our staff loves him, and we're just glad to have he and Jordan Kyles, who is joining us as well. She was at Converse College last year, and so just a great addition to our staff, and we're just tickled to death to have them, and looking forward to long tenures, and just love seeing them on campus every day.
Well, let's see if we can get them some more wins here. They got their first win of the season against Chowan, and hopefully coming up with a win at home to start the home campaign. Georgia College will send Dale Attaway, Kenyatta Storms, Harper Vick, Kiana Wesley, and Chandria Mallard out on the floor, starting five for Coach Jolly. It started the ball game. Get the second half underway as well. Here's Harper from downtown right side. Put it up a little strong, and it's tipped out of bounds by Thompson.
Chandria from Peach County, right up the road, and Slim is what she goes by, and they typically, that's what everybody calls her.
Okay.
So, but she is been a really nice addition, just a wonderful person to have at our program. Okay, now here's the shot clock reset there. That's what we're talking about.
Gotcha.
So that goes to 20.
Right.
And, okay, so was it – oh, no, there was not a shot there. Okay, that's right. Shot didn't go up. Got deflected out of bounds. Okay.
There you go. So it's still back to the usual. And tipped and stolen on the baseline by Norman. Norman with a chance to break the deadlock here. Gets it to Givens kind of low. Back up top. Thompson thought about pulling the trigger. They'll get it right side. Underneath, nice overplay again. Denying the entry pass is Mallard.
Yeah, again, I like it. We're in good position. We're in good positions offensively and defensively. So defense really doing a good job. Get a takeaway right here.
There you go. Tipped by Storms, recovered by Mallard, and Storms will get it back to the south end. Good hands in there by everybody. Here is Dale off the glass. Dale Attaway knocked it home.
Good post feed, and Dale was really calling for that ball. Had her defender pinned behind her. Good job right there. Bobcats take the lead by 2.
Yep, second lead, their biggest lead of the night. They had a 1-point advantage on the free throws by Harper Vick a while back. Played a minute in the third quarter. Thompson left of the lane, back in the middle of the paint, driving and scoring is Brianna Wilson.
Yeah, got that ball right in the heart of our defense there, and contested layup.
Good job of transferring the ball off to that right hand.
Yep.
With Mallard all over. Back up top, nice screen from Mallard to Wesley, and it's stolen away by Givens. Yolanda Givens will bring it down to the north end. Swings it right side. They get it down off the right block. Jumper up, won't go. And Mallard kind of made her shoot a little earlier than she wanted to. Good break down the floor for the Bobcats. Harper Vick gets the assist.
Good court awareness. They made eye contact, waited till the right time. Excellent pass, excellent finish.
Harper averaging an assist a ball game. As we said, she started her career as the point guard for the Bobcats. 27-25, GC back with the lead. Jumper away, no good. The shooting woes continue for Georgia College.
Excellent finish by Kenyatta Wesley there. Let's see if Dale can get her second basket of the half. Nope.
Just short. Came inside the top of the key. Quickly driving, took an extra step, and it's out of bounds on the north baseline. Albany State maintains possession. 24 on the shot clock.
I'm not sure. Was there a foul?
Don't believe so. It just
or just out of bounds?
Just out of bounds on the baseline.
Okay.
Yeah. A lot of contact in there, but no whistle for that infraction.
Sean, I think there might have been a foul there. Was there a foul there? Okay. All right.
Nobody saw a foul.
I thought she signaled to the. Okay.
Okay, we did get a foul on Wesley. Because I see the board has Wesley with a foul.
Okay, yeah, because the shot clock did reset.
Right.
At any rate, we leave there with no damage done other than the foul, and we're still up 2 with the ball.
And how many years of basketball do we have between us? And we couldn't figure that one out, I guess. I don't know.
Well, I never saw the notification.
Right. They lob it low, catch in front of the basket, has to trigger it back out. Bombs away. Harper Vick nails it. Cats with a 5-point lead.
It's at least our third 3 of the night, first of the half.
Nice rainbow there from Harper. They'll post up right of the lane and now drive, and a foul on the floor is going to be charged to Mallard. That'll be her second personal.
Scott, we're here in the friendly confines of the Centennial Center, which is about 30 years old right now.
It is. 1988 and 89, I think, was the first academic year. It might have been 89, 90. I'm not.
Approaching the 30 year, and the facility looks fantastic.
It still does.
Yep.
It
looks
still
fantastic.
does.
Actually doing some tile work in the bathrooms right now.
Really?
Yep.
Are we going to get blue and green?
We are going to have blue and green tiles. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. We give up a layup there.
Yeah.
But, yes. So
Sorry.
I'm excited about that.
I get excited about little
I'm
things,
excited
you know?
about it.
That's right. That's great. I'm glad to hear that. Harper bombs another one and missed it badly that time, unfortunately. But it's great to see this place still looking good.
Oh, it's just phenomenal. We're so blessed to have this beautiful arena, and great place to call home, and fortunate to do that. But it just looks great. Everybody, when visitors come in here, and I tell them it's 30 years old, they can't believe it.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
That's a testament to the folks, the maintenance folks
Absolutely.
here. That they just do a fantastic job. And Georgia College athletes have bought into it as well, protecting it. Shot up, partially blocked, I think, by Attaway, but they'll retain ball with 4 seconds on the shot clock. Gibbons going to drive. She has to put up an off-balance runner. It's off the glass, and it's a shot clock violation. So a turnover.
Okay, now I'm interested there because we had secured the rebound should the play have continued. I don't know. But it was. I think it's a shot clock violation.
Right.
But we had. I didn't think they'd stop play there.
Exactly. I
Sure.
thought you would continue it too. GC checks in Kristen Copeland, I'm sorry, Kristen. And Cone comes in as well, and Attaway's going to be fouled on a drive to the basket.
Nice job by Dale there. Well, I tell you again, let me tell you, whoever hires her is going to get a great employee because she is a fantastic student athlete and just an all-around good person. So hello to the Attaway family down in Tifton tonight.
Nursing major here at GC. Puts the first one down. Cats lead by 4. Biggest lead has been 5. Wysocki has checked in as well. Second one on the way. And it is good. 5-point GC lead.
I'm very proud, Scott, of we have many nursing majors in our student athletes, and we're very proud to have that. That's a difficult major. And sometimes that turns people off, but at Georgia College, I can tell you from our athletic department, we're tickled to have those nurses, and a lot of times it can be a difficult challenge.
Oh, it's a big challenge
and,
because you've got so much that you have to do. You got so many labs, and you've got all the extra work you have to put into it for nursing and play basketball or play soccer or play volleyball.
And we've got, and it works out because we have fantastic faculty and fantastic coaches that are dedicated to making sure that our student athletes leave here with what they came here for, and that's a college degree.
Norman gets 1 of 2 after the foul by Harper Vick. GC breaks the press but then throws it away. Thompson stepped in front of Cone.
Yeah, we broke it, and then we should have held on that ball a little bit longer there.
Harper Vick backed away, and shooting and scoring from long 2 range was Sierra Norman.
Foot was just on the line. I'm telling you, just barely. So we got lucky there not to give up a 3.
Harper thought she was going to maintain the dribble and drive around her. There's a pick by Gibbons. Gibbons has a 2-on-3, and she'll have to pull it back, or 3-on-2, or no, it was 2-on-3.
Back-to-back turnovers by us there. Need to get a stop here heading into the media timeout.
Yep. Got a little careless in the last minute or so. Shot up is no good by Jackson, and GC clears it. That's Dale Attaway with a board. Off to Copeland, left side, quickly down to Cone. She missed it, but she was fouled. And she'll be at the free throw line when we come back, with the Bobcats leading by 2 at the 4:32 mark of quarter number 3. We'll step away for this message. You are on the Bobcat Broadcast Network. Bobcats up by 2 with 4.5 to go, and GC will be at the free throw line when we get back into action. It'll be Cone to step to the stripe, 7 of 14 at the line for a freshman year. Anaya from Douglasville, and New Manchester. Her head coach there was Vincent Perrick.
Yeah, I really like her game. She just even that catch and layup there, she got fouled. She's got really good hands and got a good touch on the ball.
Yep, and those are a couple of things you really can't teach.
Yeah.
It's got to be a natural thing.
Yeah, those hands, and you're exactly right. Yeah, missed those 2 free throws. I'll tell you, I got a lot of potential right here. Really like her.
Bobcats haven't scored in a bit, still leading by 2. Their last basket was at the 5:42 mark, so a minute and a half gone by. Copeland rolls for the ball, can't get it, and traveling violation.
Good hustle right there by Copeland. Just really love that. Took a hard spill, actually. You could hear it pretty good.
Yeah, she thumped on that floor a lot. Now, hopefully she's all right. This is the only ball game involving Peach Belt Conference teams tonight. Several ball games tomorrow. Non-conference action until December, and that one rolls away, and GC gives it up again. Alexandria James out top to Thompson around the right perimeter now. Get it down low, quickly driving between 2 defenders and scoring is James. And that ties the contest.
Yeah, we've had too many turnovers tonight, Scott, more than normal.
Coming in, averaging 16 and a half a ball game.
I would say we've hit our average if I had to guess.
I would think you're right, and you still got 13 and a half minutes to go. Here's Cone in front of the free throw line, doesn't go. Thompson battles for and gets the rebound. Quickly ahead to Norman. Norman driving, missed the layup. GC will clear it. Kristen Copeland into the left corner. Wysocki with a save. Baseline jumper's good. Caroline Wysocki from Flowery Branch High School.
Flowery Branch. It used to be the Falcons' headquarters. I don't know if it still is or not.
It is still up there.
Like a practice facility or something?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. That whole area in North Georgia growing like crazy.
Oh, my goodness. We were just up there last weekend, and it was Friday night, and I was afraid I was going to miss the ball game. It was taking so long to get up there. Oh, GC throws it away into our own bench.
Yeah, had a player there, and then I think the player kept moving forward, and she saw our players who were also wearing white shirts on the bench and just threw it over there.
Wholesale changes for Coach Jolly. Now Storm comes back. All the starters are back on for the floor now, Bobcats. Dale Attaway, Mallard, Vic, Storm, and Wesley. Vic, the only player still out there after the changes. Passion Thomas going to loop it left side. Driving in is James. Jumper won't go from 15. GC with a rebound. Pushing it ahead, Wesley gets it off the Storms, and her layup is too strong, and no help ball there. Here comes Albany State. GC with a 2-point lead with 2 to go in the third quarter. Jumper left baseline for 3 is good, and that gives the Golden Rams the lead. Rung up by James, her second of the night.
What kind of numbers does James have coming into the night?
6. She's their leading scorer, just under 17 a game, and she had 15 against us last Wednesday.
Yeah, she can shoot it outside, can take you inside. She's good.
Drop it off to Wesley. It won't go, but she's going to go to the line. That thing just refused to fall, rolling off the front rim.
So we've fallen back behind by 1. Neither team been able to break away. We were down big early, and then since we tied it up, it's kind of been, we actually had the lead. But haven't been able to,
stretch it out.
Yeah. So,
biggest lead for us has been 5. Been trailed by 9 early. Missed, rebound by Attaway. She'll kick it out and reset. So 1 of 2 at the free throw line for Kiana Wesley. Under 90 seconds to go, third quarter. Vic slings it into the right side. Back up to Wesley. Now to Vic. To Wesley in the corner, down to 2 seconds to shoot. Gonna have to hurry, and it's a shot clock violation on GC. 1 pass too many that time, it looked like, and got it down on the baseline to Mallard, and she got double teamed in a hurry.
Yeah, that will go down as a turnover. Shot clock violation there. Again, we've really had a rash of turnovers tonight.
Approaching a minute to go in quarter number 3 at Centennial. Tied at 35 with Albany State. James on the slow dribble, trying to get around Wesley. Wesley staying with her nicely. Back across the top of the circle to Thomas. Down inside and picked off by Storms. KK will bring it up. Left side now, Harper Vick, and a hand check foul. James got her as she tried to drive to the baseline. That will be 3 on Alexandria James. She's the first player for either team to get to 3 fouls. 4th team foul with 37 seconds to go.
Now, there was an example. Okay, let's see where the shot clock goes to now. It was on 15.
Right.
It just went from 30. Now we're in the bonus, so never mind.
Yeah.
But on that foul, it went to 20.
That's confusing.
Yeah, it is. No, it very much so is, Scott. And I'll just tell you, I don't know all the ins and outs of this yet.
I'm going to have to get with Andy Cowart
and
find out about this, because he knows everything about officiating. He used to officiate at the Peach Belt level, and now he's the director of officials for GHSA for basketball action in the state. 2 free throws down the well for Kenyatta Storms, and GC back by 2. They've got to get a shot off before the end of the quarter. About a 3-second differential, and they'll drive in and score. That was quick.
Yeah, so we'll have the last shot here. So worst case, we should leave here tied, just like we did at the end of the half.
Storm's far sideline gets him in motion now. Drives to the top of the circle and gets it off to Vic. Vic with 6, and she's going to take it in and got banged from behind. And James will pick up her 4th foul unofficially.
Yeah, that would be if she, with James having 4, that's going to change the way she plays a little bit. Obviously, she is their best player, and
their bench is not very deep tonight.
No, and that'd be a big loss for them.
Harper Vick, 85% at the free throw line prior to tonight. Drops in a free throw to break the deadlock as we get under 5 seconds to play.
Now, I realize she'll miss this after I compliment an 85% shooter.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Hey, all right.
But, Scott,
no announcer's jinx.
That is a number you do not see in basketball, period, in the 80s in free throw shooting percentage anymore. So good job there. Let's see if we can't stop this, Scott, and no basket before.
Floater won't go off the window. So Georgia College will take a 2-point lead to the final frame here tonight.
I believe she got that off in time.
She did.
And that was only 4 seconds, but she drove the length of the floor. And thankfully, we didn't foul there in the shooting situation. So, up 2, so we're 2 more better than we were at the end of the first half. So 10 more minutes, Scott. We'll try to bring this thing home.
All right, let's see if the Bobcats can pick up a win. We'll be back after this message on the Bobcat Broadcast Network. Getting set for the 4th quarter, and Albany State will have possession of the basketball to start quarter number 4.
Okay, Scott, and my question was answered. You can lose time. So if you shot with 28 seconds and you got an offensive rebound, it goes to 20. So, and it did happen in the men's game last year, so I wasn't aware of that.
I didn't know that either. Gibbons will drive and had it poked away by Storms. Storms, crossover dribble, back outside.
Yep,
Wysocki with a walk.
Sure did.
Shuffle her feet just a little bit at the top of the circle after number 2, Milner, came up on her.
She actually started the shuffle before she got it because the defender sort of came at her and kind of mishandled the pass.
Yep.
Yep.
Combination there.
Yep.
And another turnover for Georgia College. Still protecting a 2-point lead. Half a minute into the 4th frame. Norman, top of the circle, kicks it left wing. Driving baseline, ball knocked away again. GC recovers. That defense is strong once more.
It is.
Wysocki loads up a 2 and drains it.
Yeah, it looked like she's really close to the line there, but really did hit that well. 5-point lead, Scott. Is that our biggest of the night?
That ties it.
Ties it, yep.
9:04 and counting. GC with a 41-37 lead. A long 2 will sail out of bounds. Need a little more of that on that side of the floor. And GC will take a 4-point cushion to the south end. Coach Jolly with a quick word for Mallard. Chandria will head back. Storms delivers it off to Wysocki. Comes around the pick from Attaway. Floats it up there, in and out. Ball batted around, recovered by Thomas. Albany State on the march to the north end. Givens, left corner to Norman. Norman driving and partially blocked by Dale Attaway.
That was a good no call right there, because a lot of times when you reach from behind, but that was a clear, clear block.
She came in with 2 blocks and now steals the inbounds pass. Long arms of Dale Attaway, making things happen for the Bobcats. Catch underneath by Mallard. Mallard muscled up in there twice and no whistle, and now it's out of bounds. Gracious. They're letting them play inside tonight, at least right now.
Yeah, good persistence there.
Anaya Cone will come in for Attaway. And here comes Kristen Copeland. Storms gets a breather. GC will try to stretch out a 4-point lead with this possession. Copeland to do the honors. There's the shot clock down to 20.
Yep.
Inbounds to Cone. She fires immediately, and it's no good. Here's Albany State. Skip dribble. Get it down low. Left corner now. 3-pointer by Norman doesn't drop. No, that was Passion Thomas, excuse me. Cone got the loose basketball, lost it, and then a reach-in foul.
Now here's a chance for us with James on the bench, their best player, to extend this lead.
Right.
He's going to hold her out as long as she can, but I bet you not too much longer.
Yep, James has the 4 fouls. Georgia College will make a change. Wysocki back in out for Harper Vick.
If we take this thing to 6 or 7, I bet you James comes back into the ball game.
Wesley's 2 is short. Givens with a rebound. Flashes it ahead to Thomas. Thomas goes baseline. Shot partially blocked by Cone. And a foul from behind. Charge that one to Wilson. That'll be 2 on her. And more importantly, that is the second foul in the quarter on ASU.
Yeah, good chance for us here. If under the 5-minute mark, we could be in the 2-shot penalty the rest of the way. That's certainly to our advantage.
Kristen Copeland delivers it right side and gets it back again. GC working around the perimeter against the zone. Wesley back up top to Copeland. Copeland almost traveled. Drops it in the middle. Nice shot and a good look. Mallard got the basket off the feed from Copeland.
Nice pass and finish. And Scott, I believe 6 is our biggest lead?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
One better than what we had earlier.
So we need a stop and a score.
Thompson with a drop step. Didn't go on the shot. Rebound GC. Here comes Copeland driving, and she awkwardly put that up. But there's Cone with a follow-up. And the Cats lead by 8.
Scott, we got the stop and the score there. And James
go.
is coming back into the game.
Yeah.
So we're up 8. Again, chance here. Let's get a stop and a score again and make it a double-digit lead.
And Coach Skinner wants a timeout. Yeah, he's seen enough right now. Nice run by the Bobcats as Georgia College has put 6 points on the board to none for Albany State in the first 3-12.
I believe we were up 2 to start the quarter.
Quarter, right?
What was the score?
39-37.
39. Okay, yeah.
Right.
So again, holding them scoreless for 3 minutes is we'll just keep it right here during the break. We've scored 6. So. And all hustle plays, we've had some transition baskets there. So good opportunity here for us to really extend this lead. And it's our ball, I believe. No, it's not our ball, Scott. It's got to be their ball.
It's their ball, yeah. Yeah, he called the timeout, so they'll inbound it in the forecourt. Bobcats will not make any changes. Same 5 still out there. Leading by 8 points. Down the row from us, they'll inbound it. Triggered out between the rings. Back left side to James. They put her immediately in touch with the basketball. Wesley comes up. She'll lob it